Hello YouTube. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded, but God put it with my heart to share this message with you. I just want to tell anyone who misunderstands what it takes to get into heaven that you're not locked out. No matter what you've done, you're not locked out of heaven. God has not told you you can't go to heaven. In fact, it's the opposite. If you're gay, if you previously have worshipped Satan or been a follower of any demonic religions or practices such as witchcraft or what's that one where you like prophesy using cards, I forget, or a crystal ball, you know what I'm talking about though. If you've done any of that, literally any of that, you can go to heaven. You're not locked out. See, a lot of people are confused and think that you need to be a good person to go to heaven, that Christians are good people, or try to be good people so that they go to heaven. That's not true. The truth is, I try to be a good person because God has given me the gift of salvation through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. I didn't do anything to earn it. There's nothing I can do to earn it. I'm unworthy, as I always have been and always will be. And the same goes for everybody. Not a single person, as Paul says in the book of Romans, not a single one of us is good, save for him. Jesus Christ is the only one who's ever lived a sinless life, and therefore is the only one worthy and able to pay the tab for the rest of us, because none of us have lived sinless lives. None of us, even after accepting Jesus into our heart, are able to successfully live a sinless life. We've all failed miserably. For Jesus said, I forget which gospel it was in, that if you look at someone with hatred in your heart, you are guilty of murder. If you look at a woman with lust in your heart, in your mind, you are guilty of adultery. And that's it. Just thinking these things makes you guilty. So, there you have it. You are not locked out of heaven. You can go. You're welcome. Please. Not only are you welcome, I want you to come. I want you to come to heaven with me. I want you to be there with God with me. I want you to accept Jesus into your heart. And the reason that I'm really feeling urged to share this message is because the Euphrates River is drying up. And I'll put a couple links in the description to pictures you can look at to compare them, because I don't know how to edit. I've tried. I'm not good at editing videos. It's not something I can do. It's not something I really want the drive to learn either. But back in 2020, it was a lot more full than it is today. And it's getting there. And the reason that's relevant is in the book of Revelation, it talks about the Euphrates River drying up before a lot of bad stuff goes down. A lot of bad stuff. Go read the book of Revelation, or just ask ChatGPT why it's relevant if you don't want to spend time reading it. And it'll explain it to you. It's actually a really good Bible study tool, shockingly. But that's where that river's relevance comes from. And this was a prediction made, I don't know when the book of Revelation was written. I'm assuming it's around the 1st or 2nd century at the latest, because I'm not sure exactly, but it's a minimum of an 1800 year prediction that this river would dry up and the end of the world basically would come about. So make haste, brothers, sisters. You are welcome in heaven. Jesus died so that you could come. In fact, the God who made the world, he literally created everything. This whole world. He made it. He made you. He knows your name. Now the devil knows your name, but will call you by your sin. God knows your name, but will call you by your name. Please, I urge you to accept Jesus Christ into your heart. Read the Gospels, Matthew, Luke, John. Sorry, I just woke up. My memory is not too great. Matthew, Luke, John. Whatever. There's 4 Gospels. Matthew's the first one. Start there. Just read about Jesus, and you'll see what I mean. For he says, I am the way. None can come to the Father except through me. Therefore, there will be a lot of Christians who claim to be Christians and don't go to heaven because while they claim to know Jesus, he never knew them. And he says this too. He says, there will be those who come to heaven and say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, casting out demons? And he will say, depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I never knew you. For they are lovers of the world, not lovers of Jesus Christ. To truly love Jesus Christ is to accept him as your Savior and to try to live for him as he died for you. Now, that's the true way to get to heaven. There's nothing else that can get you to heaven. Jesus Christ died for all of us, so we, in order to get to heaven, must live for him. That's all there is to it. It is that simple. He says to do the Lord's will. And what is the Lord's will? Well, Jesus Christ tells us in plain English, the Lord's will is, it's one of 2 things. I forget. It's to accept Christ as your Savior. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I forget. But he does tell you in plain English what the Lord's will is. It's in the Gospels. Sorry, as I said, I just woke up, so I'm still pretty tired. Even though it's daylight. Oh, I slept till pretty late. But there you have it. You can come to heaven. Not only can you come, but I welcome you. Anyone. Does not matter who you are, what you've done in life, I welcome you. God's welcome you. The Father wants his children to come home. And you, I'm happy to say, are his child. So please, come home.